Hello, collective. This is Satya. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. This is the first reading that I'll be doing on my channel. So if you are watching this, you are one of my first viewers. Thank you so much. I am excited to be here with you today. I feel very privileged and very honored to read for you. And I just thank you for stopping by. Hang out for a little while, cop a seat, let me pull some cards for you. This reading, if it resonates with you, I'd love to hear how so, and get some conversations going in the comments, so definitely feel free to do that. But if it doesn't apply, let it fly. All readings will not resonate with everybody, and that's totally okay. But if it does, again, I'd love to get that feedback in the comment section. We're going to do a reading that I like to call Heart of the Matter. And it allows us to get at the center of an issue, a problem, a situation that we're facing, so that we can gain some clarity and get some advice as we work through that problem and travel along our sacred journey. The first card that fell out is Shift. So this might indicate a shift in how we think, a shift in our behavior patterns, a shift in our life path. Let's see if we can get a few more cards and get some clarity on this. Oofta. Ooh, Karmic path. Saturn. Saturn is the planet father, like it's a father planet, lots of masculine energy. It brings around lots of life lessons upon its return. Helps us get our house in order, our plans in order, brings structure. So maybe some of us are experiencing a shift in our life path, as Saturn is, I think, changing houses, bringing more structure, more clarity, more truth into our lives. I think that's a great start. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Relief. So this is a great energy to start with. This resonates with me already. Saturn has definitely brought some answers to karmic lessons I needed to learn, has highlighted some things that, I needed some relief and some truth in. And with Saturn's return, I have been able to shift some things around in my personal life and have become more organized. I got rid of some of the clothes and shoes I don't wear anymore, and made a new schedule to kind of just be a little bit more productive. So I hope that you guys have been feeling the same. So this is at the heart of the matter. Shift, karmic path, truth, and relief. Next, we will see what guidance or clarity is given to us for this theme. And already we have popping out Death, Hierophant, and Six of Wands. The Death card is, of course, representative of endings, changes, spiritual transformation, letting go, of course, embracing new beginnings. I like to think of the Death card as, of course, healing, dying to the present moment so that your future can unfold before you. Paired with the Hierophant card, this embodies really embracing traditions, the benefit of traditions, whether that might be the traditions that society has in place for us. Do this a certain way. Here's step A, here's step B, here's step C. Or the power and knowledge of traditions that, you have created for yourself. We're all unique individuals. Not everything works for everybody. And so, maybe you have found letting go of old traditions, shifting your path to sort of align yourself with your personal truth, has, really allowed you to embrace some new beginnings, letting go of things that didn't serve you. And the Six of Wands, this is really representative of victory, goodwill, triumph, getting your flowers, getting vindicated, really getting that recognition and acclaim that you deserve for all of the hard work you've been doing. And we've got the King of Cups, which is representative of, a masculine teacher. He's a very diplomatic, responsive energy. It's an energy that is worthy of trust, really emotionally stable. The wisdom that the King of Cups brings is heart-centered, emotional responsibility. It's inspirational. This energy is being your own anchor, knowing your own truth, knowing what speaks to you. Emotionally tolerant, very compassionate, very loving. And so maybe right now, this collective message is a shift, right? A shift towards a karmic path that highlights a new truth for us. Letting go of what hasn't really served us, letting go of what hasn't really served us in the way of traditions, morals, and values that maybe were imposed on us from the outside. A lot of times our parents, our friends, society, people in our community can really push things on us that don't align with our truth, right? And so I'm really reading this and interpreting this as being able to let go of things that don't serve us, embrace benefits of traditional society that works for us, and letting go of things that really don't work for us in order to move into an energy where, we are really tapping into our own emotions, our own wisdom, looking inside of our heart to become our own anchor, right? Giving ourselves that emotional, compassionate, loving advice, using what works, again, letting go of what doesn't, and moving into a place where not only do we feel pride and recognition within ourselves, but we step into a place where we now can receive that from others as well. I really love this so far. Hope you guys are finding some messages in here relevant to you. So that's what we have for some clarity and guidance so far. We'll move into the next layer and see what else Source has for us. I love these cards. I love how colorful they are. Even though I do love the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, throwing a little rainbow in there, and some of these really spiritual and kind of, again, esoteric symbols. I really, really love it. So what other, here we go already. Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this could really represent an energy of expressing yourself, lots of mental energy. This could be an energy, though, of manipulation. Lots of talk, negative talk, haphazard action. A couple cards flipped over. We'll take Temperance and the Hierophant. I don't like to take all the cards that flipped over because sometimes that's just way, way too many. But these were in the reverse. So Temperance in reverse, the Temperance card is a card of balance, harmony. In reverse, though, it can represent imbalance and excess, overindulgence, a need for realignment, or to take a break and really heal ourselves. And the High Priestess in reverse represents, hidden agenda, kind of being disconnected from your intuition, misunderstandings. So let's see if we can get one more. Okay, the moon, again in reverse. And are these cards all in reverse? No, they're not all in reverse. So this is a message that someone really needs to hear. So the moon in reverse is really a release of fear. The moon in itself, that card represents, hidden mystery, subconscious, things that happen below the surface. So the moon in reverse really are things about things kind of possibly coming to the surface, or things that are not just hidden but repressed. And so, we can read this layer here as really needing to, again, I think, let go of some things that are not serving us. A shift that needs to happen to move away from maybe self-deception, overindulgence, things that we keep hidden from ourselves, that deep kind of shadow part of ourselves that we don't necessarily show everybody. Maybe we don't even show ourselves, right? Maybe we hide those dark truths about ourselves from ourselves. But on the bottom of the deck here, we have the Hanged Man. And I like to interpret the Hanged Man as a sacred pause. It's a call from the divine. It's a call from source, from spirit, to really let go and surrender. Surrender to the divine, surrender to the truth, surrender to a shift, right? Surrender to the spiritual transformation. So if this is relief and the Hanged Man is the overall energy, I think this spread is really calling to us to stop for a moment, pause, surrender, let go of what is no longer serving us, try to look at things from a different perspective, view the things that we've done in our lives. Maybe it's our job, our friends, our family, our traditions, our habits, and look at them from a different angle. Try to gain some deep insight, right? The high priestess, the Hierophant. Look at things from a different perspective. Maybe we've been, again with this karmic path, maybe we've been on a path that really hasn't been serving us. Coming out of COVID, all of the struggles that we face in this new environment, new world with new patterns, new habits, the economy changing. I think it's time to build a new path where we will be able to move forward in a much more responsive, caring, compassionate way, full of peace and love. Use the wisdom that we've attained over these past couple years that may have been very difficult for people. I know it's been difficult for myself. Lots of things in my life has changed. Really coming into a place of, knowing who you are and having the courage to be your own anchor. Letting go of maybe people or things in our life that have been all talk but no work. Letting go of people that maybe use deception and use manipulation to create an imbalance in our lives, right? Take a new look towards the future. Shift your perspective, where truth is now the path that we are aligning ourselves with. No more secrets, no more hidden agendas. Reconnect to our intuition. Move away from ignorance and misunderstanding. Move away from darkness and insecurities. Find relief instead of continuing to burden ourselves, with the things that no longer serve us here. I think this is really calling to us to align ourselves, shift ourselves, toward what we know is true for us. It can be really, really hard to let go of expectations that our friends, our family, our partners, our children, society has for us. But when you can't let go of those expectations, and when you know that it is not in alignment, it's not bringing relief, right? It's not bringing joy, it's not bringing any sort of compassion or love, right? It's hard. And when you're living a life that is not in alignment, not only is it hard and difficult, but there is no acclaim, there is no recognition. You can't achieve victory when you're not living in alignment with what you know is right for you, right? So I think this is really asking us to unlearn unhealthy habits, make a shift, die to yourself so you can live to your future self, and victory, fame, goodwill, recognition, being proud of what you achieved, and your rewards will definitely come. We'll pull a few more cards here to see what future pathways or possibilities are on the horizon. Okay, here we've got the Three of Lightning, Judgment. Ooh, wait. Popping out. They popping out. The Empress, Death, Endings, Security, Need. I like this. Let's get one more. Source, can we get one more? Sensitivity. So let's see here. And on the bottom of the deck, Abundance. I like this. So, the Three of Lightning, Ten of Clouds, Oracle of Raindrops, Four of Gems. I think, let's order these first. Let's get these together. So we've got three major arcana cards here. Some major arcana here. Major arcana here. So and here. Yes, I think this is really speaking to the need of someone in our collective, also speaking to myself, that a big change, a big transformation is upon us at this time in our lives. Changing our path, letting go of things that no longer serve us, right? Really looking internally, finding a reckoning within ourselves. What's working, what doesn't, what have we been doing, right? That may have taken us down a really karmic path. Where do we need to shift? And just being really open and honest with ourselves, right? What has been working? What has not been working? What do we need to unlearn? What do we need to put to death? What do we need to judge within ourselves so that not only can we move forward, but we can receive. We can receive all of the things that are coming to us with the Empress card here. I think once we're able to, again, here's another endings card. I think it's calling to us to really put things that no longer serve us to death, right? These hidden agendas, maybe people in our lives that were, encouraging us to continue down a karmic path, which were leading us away from the truth, as opposed to helping us find relief, maybe causing lots of stress, lots of anxiety. Maybe there are people in your life that are all talk, no work, right? I think this is telling us we're at the beginning of a new journey. Embrace that journey, embrace the newness, right? There's a need to find security. There's a need to move into a different path, move into a different light, so we can find security, so we can get the things that we need, that are going to lead to that overall energy of abundance, that is going to allow us to be a more efficient person in our lives, that is going to allow us to ascend to who we are supposed to be, to where we are supposed to be, and under that, to where we are going to be achieving what it is that we know we set out to achieve. I think that this is really calling us to be sensitive to the needs, the wants, the desires that we have. Be sensitive to the desires of our heart, right? Only once we make that shift to be able to identify what we know is true for ourselves, leave karmic, trashy, hurtful people, places, things that are no longer serving us. Only once we let that go, put an end to that, and bring about a reckoning, can we actually move forward in our journey. That's the only time, right, that we can take this sacred pause, review what's working, what's not working, and move forward in a spirit of truth, of happiness, of abundance, of compassion, peace, love, right? Transform ourselves spiritually so that we can walk into the Six of Wands energy. I think this is calling us to do some deep reflection. And we just, the full moon just passed. So the full moon will be waning away to the new moon. And so I think this would be actually a great time to use this message and meditate on what our new shift will be, right? What our new truth is. How are we pausing? What new perspective? What enlightened, transformational energy can we bring to ourselves to step out of fear, to step out of inner confusion, right? To move away from being disconnected from our intuition, to move away from ignorance, understanding, to gain some self-healing, right? To really start expressing ourselves, move away from deception, move away from manipulation, and move into a place where we can receive all the blessings that are meant for us. Yes, I like this. I love this. This is what I needed. This is what I needed. Is this what you needed? So let's pull an oracle card or two and see what advice we can get to help us move forward. I love this deck. This is one of my favorites. It's the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. As I was on my spiritual journey long time ago, of course I was in a pretty dark place, and I just felt like the obstacles were too much. I couldn't move past them. And I found Lord Ganesh, the destroyer of obstacles. He shows us and teaches us that we can do anything that we set our mind to, and helps us move past those barriers in our life that we think we cannot overcome. But of course we can. We can. And so when I saw this, of course I bought it immediately. And I'll take this top card here, and we'll pull one more. And if you continue to come by my channel, you will see that I use it frequently. What is the parting advice, Lord Ganesh, that you have for us? Give the collective something to part ways on, meditate on, focus on as we shift away from things that no longer serve us, shift away from things that we maybe have been taught that are no longer working for us. Okay, I love it. We've got personal transformation. You can see here Lord Ganesha is sitting. He is holding the planets, the universe in his hands and his trunk. He is transforming, he is transmuting energies. And the look on his face is one of complete calm. He's not troubled, he's not afraid, he's looking into the future. He knows that he can change energies. He can transmute pain into pleasure, sadness into happiness, darkness into light, and order his destiny, personally transform, so that we shift away from a karmic path into a path of truth where we can find relief. Lord Ganesha is urging us to take control of our lives, transform into who we know we are, not what someone wants us to be, not what the past has told us that we have to be, not what our deep, dark fears, right? When we're disconnected from our intuition, when it's all talk, no action, deception, manipulation. Move away from this energy and transform into who we know we are. Priorities. So I think, of course, this is really talking about the need to get moving, get on it, right? There's no better time than now. Tomorrow doesn't exist because it's not here. The past, that doesn't exist because it's already gone. The only thing we have is now. Now is the time. Prioritize self-care, prioritize healing, right? Prioritize your transformation. Prioritize going after what makes you feel abundant. Prioritize award, acclaim, recognition for the hard work that you've done. Prioritize that shift in your karmic path. Prioritize coming into life and showing up in life as the King of Cups, someone who is caring, responsible, inspirational to others. And joy. You can see he's moving in joy. He's spinning around, he's dancing. See his cape and his garlands flying around. He is happy. He is moving in an energy of joy. He knows what serves him. He knows what doesn't. He's walking away from those things that don't serve him, that don't bring peace, that don't allow him to interact with himself and others from a place of compassion. And he's really embracing all the things that fill his heart with joy. I think this guidance, this advice, this parting wisdom is telling us that now is the time to make the shift. Now is the time to embrace self-compassion, peace, love for ourselves. Now is the time to start, again, letting go of things that do not serve us, letting go of things that disconnected us from source, reconnect with our intuition, move away from people, places, things that pull the wool over our eyes, right? Bring us more into a place of darkness as opposed to light. Release those repressed emotions, release the confusion, release the insecurities. Die to the present so your future self can unfold. And when we do that, new traditions, a new mind, body, spirit, spiritual transformation will take place, and we will be able to move away from that karmic path into the truth, into the light, into recognition. We'll be triumphant, right? You'll be proud of what we achieve. We'll be able to accept our rewards for the hard work that we've done. This inner work that we've done will allow us to move into a place of goodwill. It will allow us to move into a place where the wisdom that we've attained, right? We can be our own anchor. We can find our own path. But only after we do the work and have that sacred pause. I think this was a wonderful reading. I'm feeling very motivated myself. I hope you guys are feeling motivated. This is my first video, fairly short, because I wanted to get something out and just connect with you guys. I'm very happy to be here. I hope that you found this reading helpful. I hope it's brought some sort of clarity or guidance, maybe given you some advice or encouragement that you needed to move into your aligned path, your north node. Remember, any wrong turn can easily become a right turn. You just make a U-turn and go back down and find the right path. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I look forward to seeing more of you, and I'm wishing you peace, love, and blessings. Take care.